Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for wanting to learn more about doTERRA essential oils and empowering your wellness. I'm going to ask that everybody stay muted until we get to questions or until we need to unmute. And we will have questions and answers after our presentations that will be off camera. So anything goes at that point, but we'll be compliant until that point. So today we will have Dr. Marie presenting first, and then I will follow because Sandy is out of state and unable to be on with us today, but we miss her. And next thing that you need to think about would be lunch and learn I'm doing on Tuesday, November 11th at 12 noon Eastern Time. And that will mostly focus on the emotional benefits of our oils. And then our next fun Zoom will be Saturday, December 13th at 10 a.m. And so we hope that you'll mark them down in your calendar because remember, we do send out the replays for our Zooms. So thank you so much again for being here. Marie, Dr. Marie, our naturopathic physician extraordinaire, as well as many other licenses, certifications, experiences will start us off. Go ahead, Marie.
Thank you, Roxanne. Good morning, everybody. So nice to see everybody. Fall is definitely upon us. So I have the pleasure of speaking about two particular oils today, one of them being Melissa, and the other our combination respiratory blend called Breathe. So Melissa, I have growing in my gardens out here prolifically because it is such an amazing herb and oil. People ask me all the time, hey, you have this beautiful medicine garden. Do you make your own tinctures? Well, some of them I do, but doTERRA, in their brilliance, can certainly do the research, pay for the research, and give us really nice studies. So for me, if doTERRA is presenting something that I have availability to, such as Melissa, I'm going to take advantage of their expertise. So it comes in a 5 ml bottle, and this is what it looks like here, Melissa. I just love this little oil. And it is steam distilled from the leaves and the flowers. And the main constituents of it are geraniol, germanium, nerol, and B-carphenolene. I am not good with those names, just a disclaimer, but that's what it is. And some of the top priorities that they talk about, Melissa, and I've certainly seen this with folks that I know that use it successfully, it's an antiviral, a sedative, a nervine, antispasmodic, antihistamine, antibacterial. And this time of year, we have to start paying attention to seasonal disorder with less light. So they've also used it in the history and studies for an antidepressant. So if you need something uplifting, Melissa is going to be one of your favorites there. It's also found in doTERRA's Joyful Blend, their Protective Blend soft gels. And when I have used it in the diffuser before, I love to blend it with geranium, lemon, or lavender. Now that might sound interesting, but the lemon in particular, I think in combination, would be one of my favorites. So some of the top uses is you can apply if you have, some sores maybe around your mouth, you can take it internally in a capsule or just put it here. I like to, if I have folks that are going to use it on their face, just mix it with a little fractionated coconut oil or any other carrier oil. I talked about with seasonal defective disorder coming up now with this time change, which is such a funny thing the way it plays with our minds. But it's good to rub on the back of your neck, on your ears. You can diffuse it or even put it on the roof of your mouth and hold it there for 5 or 10 seconds. I do that with frankincense sometimes too. And if you just put it on your thumb and hold it there, there has been some really good studies that talk about the effectiveness of that. And I think in the past, I've heard Roxanne speak about doing that. Um, They have done many studies also on the cardiovascular system. So I tend to rub this one over my heart area. And again, remember anything that we're doing on our systems, if we're getting it through a diffuser, it's going through the olfactory bulb in our nose and into our brain. So we're getting it systemically as well. So I think that's a great way to use it. Oh, digestion, we can use it for digestion. And certainly for the littles, we've talked about making the flute roller, but this is an oil, if you don't have that made up, that you can rub along the spine or on the bottom of the feet because of the antibacterial, antiviral properties. And we all want to be cognizant of that because we have this fabulous season coming upon us. So we want to stay on top of that. And one of my biggest things, and if you do diffuse it, the smell and the emotional balance that I particularly feel from Melissa is just, it's a delicious, you can't help but feel happy to me. Oh my goodness, it is just amazing. So I suggest if you have it, make sure everybody get out a little today and just take a little whiff of that because I guarantee, 100% guarantee that it's just going to make you feel um, great. So Melissa, I'm trying to remember, Roxanne always bails me out, but one of them is 20% off and it's, I think Melissa might be the product of the month. Is that right? Yeah.
No,
Uh,
no, no, Melissa's not free. Melissa
oh
is the
no,
20% off.
20% off. That
The
would make
five
sense.
mil of Breathe is the free product.
Right. So that makes total sense. So I think that's a beautiful. Now mine, I'm almost out of it. So I have to remember to order a new one. I haven't put my order in yet, so I need to definitely do that. So the other oil that I'm going to talk about is Breathe. So it comes in a 250 ml, I mean a 15 ml, 250 drops. And this is fabulous to diffuse as well. It's a great combination of, I look at it just like as this remarkable blend of oils, and it's laurel leaf, peppermint, eucalyptus, tea tree, lemon, cardamom, resveratrol, and Ravarasara. Um, and that sort of makes this blend of feelings of clear airways and making it easier to breathe while minimizing the seasonal threats that we talked about a second ago that's going to be coming upon us. So you can also rub this topically, the chest, your back, the bottom of your feet, and diffuse it at nighttime for a uh, calming of the senses and promoting a restful sleep. So, um, when I think of Breathe, I think of the primary benefits as ease of airway breathing, restful environment. When we go back and we just look at some of the blends in that, and it helps minimize some of those seasonal threats. So, one of the main ingredients in it is the laurel leaf essential oil. And I always recommend to people, and I know how busy we all are, but if you have 5 minutes, spend 5, 10 minutes a day looking up one oil because in these blends, the more we educate ourselves, the more we can educate others and help our family and friends stay healthy. So I'll talk about one, and then I challenge all of you to look up another one of the blends that's in this Breathe, and then maybe report back to us next month of what you learned when you did a little bit of research. So laurel leaf is native to the Mediterranean. It symbolizes victory to the Greek mythology. So a little bit of kind of fun history there. And I love that we have that information available to us. So it was decorated to the head of the commandment rank for achievement. So when we feel like we have to overcome something, and again, back to seasonal threats, If our immune system is run down, then we're more susceptible. I love it when people say to me, "Oh, I got the flu or I got the cold from my grandkids or so and so." Nope, you got the cold or whatever it is that you have going on because your own immune system is run down. So we're all personally responsible for our own health. I had somebody come in to get their milk the other day, and she said, "Dr. Marie, my whole house is sick, and I'm the only one that's been taking my supplements, and it hasn't got me at all." And I'm like, yay, because we can't blame other people if we're sick. So, enough on that little gamut there. So, in the Olympic Games in Greece years ago, the winner of the ancient Olympic Games was traditionally given a laurel leaf. So think about the Boston Marathon. What are they given? A laurel wreath, right? So it's all through history. And again, it's for victory. So it's kind of a fun, uplifting kind of thought when I think about it, because I want victory over my own health. So one of the main constituents is Eucarolol. I am just so bad on these names, but it's an herb. It's minty. It's refreshing, and it's part of this DoTerra respiratory blend. So again, I challenge everybody, look at the other ingredients that's in this blend. Educate yourself so you can educate others. We all know a little bit about tea tree. We all know how great lemon is for cleansing. Cardamom with the holidays coming up. I love the smell of cardamom. I put that in my golden milk blend. It's just a delicious kind of smell and scent and everything. So again, just to recap a little bit, with the Breathe blend, we can use it aromatically. Certainly, if you have a little bit of congestion at night, put it in your diffuser beside your bed. Topically, rub it on your chest. And I know I've spoken before, when you take an oil internally, it goes systemic. When you combine it with a fat, a lipid base, whether it be fractionated coconut oil, jojoba oil, any of those, because of the fat molecules in that, it keeps it more localized to the particular area. So if you're having a little bit of congestion, perfect place to put it over your lungs. So you want that stabilized in that area. So just kind of remember that a little bit. And then, yeah, you can take it that way. That's just the perfect way. I love diffusing it too, and it's definitely a great little smell. So let's see. I want to make sure obviously with all of the oils, I always say, if you're pregnant or you're nursing, always just look up to make sure that everything's compatible and you're well with all of your whole health team. And with the Breathe oil, you want to make sure that you avoid sunlight or UV rays up to 12 hours after applying it. If you are going to apply it topically, not that we're not covered up this time of year, but always just something to keep in the back of your mind so you know in the future if you do apply an oil that has a little bit more sensitivity to the sun. So with that, I'm going to pass this over to our darling Roxanne, and we will go from there. And Roxanne, we came up with a DIY blend right before the call. So if you want to just say what I'm going to be doing, I would appreciate that. That'd be great. Thank you, everybody. God bless.
Thank you so much, Marie. And one thing I did want to mention about the Breathe oil, years ago, doTERRA said it is very beneficial for those who are CPAP users to put a single drop of Breathe on their CPAP filter. So we all know somebody's on CPAP and they tend not to like it. They tend not to be happy that they're on there. And some people even quit using it when they need it desperately. So that might be something to share with somebody that you care about. And Marie's DIY is another immunity boosting supportive roller. So with a 10 milliliter roller, you'll put 15 drops Melissa, 15 drops Breathe oil, fill it with your carrier. And by the way, there is a new carrier in town, in the doTERRA town, and that is castor oil. So you want to consider that as well because that's a denser oil. It is going to drive things deeper and it's very, very hydrating. So I do need to make myself a note on that DIY just to make sure I don't forget to um, put it in the replay in the email. So listen, folks, there are a few things that I wanted to cover today, and one happens to be for anybody who hasn't ordered in 6 to 12 months, depending on if you're a wholesale customer or a wellness advocate. Get in touch with Marie or myself or your own wellness advocate who can then reach out to me to get my special code for more freebies. So when you re-enroll, we are now, doTERRA is now allowing us to re-enroll people, which means more benefits for everybody when they have not ordered in 6 to 12 months. For wellness advocates, it has to be 12 months. But with re-enrollment, you would get possibly your free product of the month if you re-enroll before the 15th of the month and place a 125 PV order with your enrollment order. For people who are ordering the VMG and E Omega bundle, you can order any time of the month because those two products alone will get you the free product of the month, month after month that you are placing that particular part of your order. And so what you get with that 100 PV re-enrollment order or a new enrollment for anybody is you'd get the bonus of the Balance oil, which is a $26 oil for free, and you get free shipping. And of course, I just told you about the free product of the month with 125 PV order, and that goes for anybody who is placing a rewards order. 125 PV by the 15th, you get the free product of the month. And now the rewards orders, by the way, can be canceled or held one time in a year very easily online. So for people who hesitate to get onto rewards, maybe they're thinking they'll be stuck forever or whatever. It's not true. doTERRA has made it much easier to cancel anytime or hold your order once. Let's say in 1 month you can't think of anything to order, which for me would be impossible. But or you feel like money's tight or whatever the reason is, you can hold your order for that month. Now with a 125 PV, new enrollment or re-enrollment, you get a free diffuser or a twin pack of our famous toothpaste, On Guard and Supermint. With a 200 PV enrollment or re-enrollment, you could get a free adaptive oil. Again, that's with the Diamond Club code that I can provide you, and there is a little tiny video, it's less than a minute long, that we ask you to watch in order to get those freebies. I haven't had anybody say no yet. And of course, adding in our holiday items is perfect too. When we gift good products that double for our wellness, that is always a great idea. So I'm going to share with you right now because my own order got delayed and it won't be here until later on today. Too late for this, unfortunately. So I put together a little PowerPoint, which I'm going to share hopefully. And that's not what I want to share. Can we see it? Is it possible to see my PowerPoint? It should say Holiday Wellness 2025. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So why are holiday products so meaningful? Well, number one, they are very helpful for our wellness. We can be consistent and we can help our homes to be a little healthier as well as doing good self-care. So holiday items are important for all those reasons. And of course, doTERRA is all about giving us gifts of the earth. And as our holiday season approaches, we want it to be a great opportunity to connect our homes, our memories, and our rituals with these healthy products. So that's why a holiday collection really makes a lot of sense. So, what we've got in the holiday collection, and I hope I didn't forget one on a slide here, but we've got the Holiday Joy, which is very, very warm, spicy, and sweet. So, if that is the scent you tend towards, you want to think about that when you're gathering your family and your friends. And Holiday Joy also, um, you can think of cozy fireside chats. Cinnamon clove, orange zest are in Holiday Joy, and that is a warm, sweet embrace of our holiday season. So, how are we going to use it? We're going to diffuse it. We don't take it internally. We could roll it, but I don't think most people would roll it. But Holiday Joy is a wonderful holiday blend. In fact, they usually sell out of it. The holiday piece, they often sell out too. So the reason I'm even suggesting about selling out is because these are very limited time offers. And so we don't want to miss out on something we can't get again for the next year or even ever again. Because I know there are certain things, like I was really hoping the lip gloss would be part of it. It wasn't part of it this year, and I think was able to get six last year, and I'm just now stretching to the end of my last one. Now we've got Holiday Peace, which is a crisp fir blend. It's full of grounding richness, and it creates quiet pockets of tranquility. Holiday Peace is a great blend to use after the bustle. We want some moments of stillness, don't we? So it's fur-based, woodsy, grounding, and it's our calm in the storm. In fact, I will substitute Holiday Peace for our regular peace blend. It's very, very similar in how it affects me. It will drop me down into a meditation so quickly, and I feel so good about that mindfulness moment. So we're going to want to diffuse our holiday peace. We're going to want to perhaps put a few drops on a clay ornament or a salt ornament or a dolomite ornament. And I'm not sure if maybe one of those will be coming to us in our rewards free product of the month in December. We usually get some kind of an ornament. And then you can also create a spray bottle with the piece, and I would use probably, I don't have one to show you, but I would use a bottle, maybe 4 ounces, and I'd probably put 20 drops of the piece in there and shake it up really well. And as Marie says, add a little pinch of salt, I think, to keep it suspended. Okay. Yule log is another blend, and that is full of wood resin um, oils as well as sweet spice oils. The age-old custom of burning a log is what inspires this inviting blend called Yule log. And Yule log is a nod to old traditions, that nostalgic hearth feeling. So how are we going to use that? We're going to diffuse it, of course. And you can even use it in a DIY, fabric sprays, upholstery sprays. Add a few drops to wool dryer balls or sachets. And of course, Marie makes some lovely wool dryer balls too. Is that Sadie? No, that's not Sadie. That is Sophie. Sophia.
Yes, it's my darling Sophia here.
So happy to have you with us, Sophia.
She wants to do a slide presentation for doTERRA for me.
I think that is brilliant.
Isn't that great?
I love it.
So look forward to seeing it on my holistic page.
I will, definitely. Okay, so now we've got Winterberry, which is a brand new blend, and I'm excited to get mine later on today in the mail. This is the festive blend, and the Winterberry blend is warm and spicy, festive blend capturing magic of the season. Now, I gotta tell you, if you want this one, you might want to put your order in today because 50% were sold as of last evening for the Winterberry blend. So you want to get right on top of that if you want it. And I'm so excited to be getting that one. Winterberry is vibrant and reminiscent of gatherings, laughter, holiday magic. We're going to want to, of course, diffuse it. And I'm having a home event this Thursday in my condo that we just moved into less than a month ago. And I'm planning on having lots of diffusers around with a different scents for people to be able to,
You
to
can't sit
smell.
there. You have to be
And
in.
you can obviously create a seasonal room spray with the Winterberry blend. Again, I would use maybe 20 drops in a 4-ounce sprayer bottle. Or if you have one of the little 1-ounce bottles, you could probably put just 5 drops in. And again, shake it up before you spray. And you can spray it even on your collar of your clothes because the pure oils do not. Now, I don't have the bottle in front of me to be sure, but I think maybe there is no fractionated coconut oil in it, but I'm not exactly sure. When you have those blends, you want to be more careful about spraying them on your clothing or your upholstery just in case they might leave a shadow stain. And of course, you could put a few drops on a terracotta ornament or other passive diffuser, like even a clothespin, a wooden clothespin that you clip to the vent of your car. Um, okay. Do you see something on my screen that I'm seeing? Says Roxanne presenting.
No,
Okay. All right, it's right in the middle of my screen, so I've got to get rid of it somehow. Sophia.
I just see the Winterberry slide.
Okay, the Winterberry slide.
Same
Okay.
here. That's all I see.
Okay, that's great. It's just it's blocking me. It's blocking me from seeing what's on my slide. But that's all right. Next is the Escape series. These are 3 5 milliliter bottles of the Amazon Escape, I think Forest Escape, and then Vineyard Escape or Coastal Escape. Amazon Escape, Coastal Escape, and Vineyard Escape. And this will transform your space into a peaceful retreat. The Escape series, we were able to buy full bottles of those earlier in the year, but they're a limited edition type oil. So the Escape series trio offers a little mini retreat for your senses, even if you're right at your home. And again, you would diffuse that. Next, we've got Vanilla Dream Restorative Hand Cream. And this hand cream, I can't wait to get that because I love the vanilla. I love vanilla added into any blend at all. It kind of gives you a perfumey side to your oil if you like that kind of a scent. You're going to want this because it's very captivating with our Madagascar vanilla in it. It's very ultra rich and nourishing and moisturizing. And so it provides intense hydration that absorbs into your skin quickly. And it's in a travel friendly tube. And that is also half sold as of last night. So if you want one of those, I might even go back in and place another order for that because that sounds just so good. Because my hands are always dry, I'm always washing them, so that can be a challenge. And so for self-care and gifting, Vanilla Dream And later on next month, I think they'll have a Vanilla Dream lip balm available. And this will keep you glowing. And we like to glow, don't we, girls? Next, we've got lemon lime drops. And do I have cinnamon drops up there too, or is it just lemon lime? Again, that thing is right in the middle of my screen. I don't really know why. Lemon lime drops and cinnamon drops are a great gift option with each having a single drop of the oil in them. So a lemon drop, a lime drop in each of those drops, and cinnamon bark is in the cinnamon drops. And so why do you want them? Well, they're very easy to transport, put in your pocket, nothing's going to leak, and they have just four simple ingredients, no artificial flavors or colors, and we can have them to give to people as an alternative to overly processed seasonal sweets. So that's something to think about. And they are so shareable, right? They're so shareable to just keep in your pocket. And especially if somebody's having a tickle in their throat or an irritated throat, that would be something great to be able to sample out to people. Next, we've got this owl diffuser with the calming blend. And so the owl diffuser is a very whimsical diffuser, and I can't wait to get this one too because I think it's going to be adorable. My husband loves birds, so I'm thinking maybe he'll want it out in the family room. I'm hoping, since he hasn't got his bird feeder set up yet. But the owl diffuser, you could even I don't think it is available by itself, but I think it is available with the Calmer blend, which of course is very, very good to set the tone in a room or for a child, especially at nighttime when you want them to sleep or at nap time. And of course, what a beautiful gift to give. I just love these kinds of whimsical diffusers. And so this will promote an environment of relaxation and calmness, and they really, really work gangbusters at bedtime. And then we've got another brand new diffuser, and this one comes with Holiday Joy, and it is called the Lumist diffuser. It's similar to the bubble in that it is motion activated. And I love that because I know I can just plug in that oil at the top. You just screw it in a 5 or a 15 milliliter bottle. It'll take both. And there it comes with a little cap, I'm sure, at the bottom that you can then put over that hole when you need to transport it, like to a class or traveling, whatever. Now, the thing is with this is whenever somebody passes within, I think, 3 feet of it, it will send out three little bursts of mist, and then it rests for another 3 minutes. It won't keep shooting it out constantly. So it does, I think, save you a little bit of money. It's sleek and compact, and it will fit into any home, office, or personal space. Holiday Joy, of course, we already talked about how warm and festive that particular oil is to kind of tie us into the nostalgia, the comfort, and the joy of this season. And so, Holiday Joy, I would imagine, is going to be a big hit in your home as well. This particular little bundle is a doTERRA hand soap bundle using On Guard cleaner or On Guard foaming hand wash. And the bottle, the pump bottle is white. Again, to give us something different for gifting or for using or for decorating in our own home. And of course, why do we want this? We want it because it's not irritating to our skin. It's not going to create a sensitivity, and it will protect your delicate moisture barrier that we all need with a pH balanced formula. and it's not going to just strip your hands dry like so many other soaps do. And if you're using antibacterial soaps, I would strongly suggest you want to stop doing that unless you're in some kind of medical setting and have to do it, because that again changes the microbiome of our skin, and it might even set us up to get more infections. So we don't want that. And of course, On Guard is a spicy, citrusy aroma, and it's very, very immune supporting. Then we've got lavender honey. And last year, I think we had lemon honey or wild orange honey. I think it was wild orange honey last year, which was so delicious. And this lavender honey is going to just bring us to a new level. Using it in our hot and cold drinks, sweetening our baked goods, using it with ice cream, yogurt, granola, or oatmeal, using it in homemade salad dressings and marinades. And of course, lavender, I'm not sure how many of you are aware of this, but lavender is very, very, very calming. And in fact, it calms everything, because I know when I was in New Zealand recently, I had forgotten, well, I was limited in packing, let's put it that way. I only had 2 carry-ons. And so I ran out of my Serenity soft gels at night because I took some extras on the long flights and I didn't factor that in. And my legs were starting to get twitchy. And that's part of my protocol. So what did I think about? I thought, well, I've got lavender. I'm going to try a little oral lavender. So what I did was I didn't want to take too much because it can be sedating. So I put a drop on the back of my clean finger, the back of my finger that doesn't usually touch things, and then I licked it off. I licked it off, and I'm telling you, I didn't have the twitchy legs. It was fabulous. I mean, I was so happy, so, so happy. And it also actually calmed down my tummy because of some motion queasiness that I got. Despite using my peppermint religiously underneath my nose, we had a 4 hour up the mountain, over the mountain drive, and then a 2 hour boat tour, and then 4 hours back down. And so coming back down, I got it. I got it bad. So I was using, again, a drop of lavender on the back of my finger, licking it off, and it calmed everything down. So I just want to be sure that we are thinking about how authentic these products are and why they are so very good. And um, when you use your refer a friend link, you are giving that person, if they order from the link, you are giving them the gift of a free year of wholesale pricing. Normally it would be $35 if they just leave the link and go straight to doTERRA.com. Well, we don't like our friends to have to do that, do we? So use your refer a friend link to gift them that year of wholesale pricing. And you don't have to worry about being their advocate. You're not. If you're just the refer a friend and you're not a wellness advocate, you don't have to worry about that, because what happens is the advocate who enrolled you will take over their education and serve them when their answers cannot be found. So we definitely want to encourage those refer a friend links, because what would have happened if we had not ever been introduced to doTERRA? I can't even imagine my life now without doTERRA. It is my health care, and it is my way of being as well and healthy and looking and feeling as good as I do every single day. So authenticity with the CPTG certified pure tested grade oils that doTERRA is known for, and that is their big mission of their company. That is really what we are all about. So I'm going to stop sharing now, if I can do it. And see what people may have for ideas for their holiday purchases this year, because we can all learn from each other when we're trying to think about special little gifts for teachers, other caregivers like nurses, um, PTs, OTs, massage therapists, anybody, doctors, anyone who takes care of us, as well as those of us who are helping take care of um, family members who need the help, as well as daycare workers, you name it. There are plenty of caregivers out there who would appreciate a thoughtful little gift. So I'm wondering if any of you guys have some great ideas, especially for gifts under $25, um, or even under $10. You could just split up some of those drops and put them in a cute little, um, what are those kind of net bags that people, I can't remember the name of them, but anyway, I give things a lot in them, but I can't think of the name of them. Tool bags, maybe Toolie bag, Tulle, maybe. Anyway, think about that and let's share some of those ideas right now before we get to the personal Q&A. Oh, what is that?
That's that little bag.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then in here is some frankincense, myrrh, and gold. And then you can add the essential oils to them.
Wow.
Isn't that fun?
Oh my God, that's great.
But one of the ideas that I'm going to do this year to some elderly folks in my family, I am taking a nice card and I am making a commitment to once a month for, however many months. I haven't finalized it all. I got to make it realistic that I'm going to go for a visit and do an aroma touch hand
Excellent.
an aroma hand touch. They don't need more Gotsies. They don't need anything else but a visit and something so delicious with the oils and aroma hand touch. And they always say, because I've been doing it with my godmother, how great she feels after.
I love that idea. Absolutely love it. And so, and of course, that's one thing. Many people are skin starved.
Yes.
Skin starved. They don't get touched enough. And oh Lord, I love that. I love that a much, 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 much. Thank you, Marie, for sharing that. That's a
You're
great idea.
welcome.
And it doesn't have to cost a lot, except
No.
you're giving from your heart.
Right. Yeah, it costs pennies to do an aroma touch on somebody.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Joyce, do you have any ideas that or
I,
questions?
I'm at a loss. I don't have any right now.
Okay, that and what would you appreciate receiving? Which of those holiday items would you like to receive?
I don't know. I just like Marie's idea of time, a visit.
Yeah,
I that I think that's what everybody, for their family and friends, just to spend time with people.
yeah. I think that's a great perspective.
But I do like the breathe cough drops. I use those almost every day.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
They really do help.
Hmm. Excellent.
Yeah, I love those too.
And Barbara, do you have any suggestions for us, or do you have any of the items that you're hoping to receive? Are you able to speak with us, Barbara?
She's muted. I can see her. Let me text her quick. I'll say unmute. Well, and another thing I'm going to do, like my son loves to cook, and I've got him using some of the oils in cooking. So I'm going to put like a jar of, stuff from our property, and I'm going to make a gift basket with some canned tomatoes, homemade applesauce, some homemade pesto, um, and add thyme, marjoram, some of the essential oils, and put all that in a basket. Um,
Perfect.
so you can do like a theme, like a Italian pasta theme, or there's so many different things. Now, yesterday, Sophia and I, you want to go get them, honey?
What?
The cookies. We made the doTERRA pumpkin cookies. I'll
Mhm,
put that recipe up on my page today, but it's got cinnamon oil, ginger oil, and clove oil.
mhm.
And I make these cookies every fall, and they are so light and fluffy and delicious. Sadly, we ate way too many of them yesterday. But this is what they look like. And
That could be your DIY.
it could be, because I have local folks, yes. Um, but when I tell you how yummy these cookies are, and I did add, the recipe calls, we doubled the batch, and it calls for 3 drops per each of the oils. And I added 5 because I like a little bit more of the flavor.
Uh-huh.
And everybody, and there've been people in and out of the house, love them. So I'll post this recipe. It's one of my all-time favorite fall recipes. And since I've
Excellent.
touched it, I guess I can't really put it back in the container, so I apologize.
Oh,
I have to eat it.
you poor thing. I know that makes you suffer
Terrible.
quite a bit, right?
Terrible.
Okay, I'm going to actually stop the recording and then we can ask questions.